if you look at the sexlessness stats of our generation, it's usually the men that are sexless, it's not the women. Yeah, 1 out of 3 men under 30 is a virgin or hasn't had sex in the past year.
Okay.
So, like, usually when you look at those stats, like, actually women are having sex with more people and men are having sex with less because it's a smaller and smaller percentage of men that are having sex with all the girls.
Yeah, because women choose who has sex.
So, yeah, because, like, the more girls sleep around, like, typically they sleep up, like, they date up.
Mhm.
And so it just becomes a smaller and smaller percentage.
Do you think sexual liberation has helped the Western world or hindered it?
In what way?
In the morals of the moral fabric of society? Do you think it's helped it or hindered it?
I think
Hell
there was
no.
always sex, but it was always far away from us. So it was like magazines, TV, media, and whatever. But it's now normal for just a normal person to be like super sexy, and it's not, you know. But I think it's helped.
I would say it depends on what you're trying to accomplish, really.
What?
I think we're still working towards
Yeah.
sexual liberation. I feel like there's still so many restrictions around it that even when you are sexually liberated, you still have such a
There should be no sexual liberation. That's all I'm gonna say. It should be no sexual liberation. Because all this sexual liberation nonsense is doing is it's promoting wholeness. You know what I'm saying? It's convincing young girls to go out there and just be a thought. You know what I'm saying? Sleep around with multiple dudes. You know what I'm saying? And then they sleep around with so many dudes. And then they wonder why they can't find the man that they want to be with. It's because you're a hoe. You don't care about your purity. As a matter of fact, your purity is all gone. There's nothing pure about you anymore. You know what I'm saying? You've been drained by multiple dudes. You know what I'm saying? And you know what females love to say? Females love to be like, well, it's okay for you guys to sleep around multiple girls, but when we do it, it's a problem. Yes. Duh. That's when this double standards come in. You get what I'm saying? If a dude sleeps around with multiple girls, and even me personally, I would not advise that. But if you're a dude and you're on that type of timing, then cool, do you. But I'm just saying, right? And it's crazy because Myron, he talks about this a lot on his podcast, on the Fresh and Fit podcast. And he always has debates with these, like, you know, modern girls that he be having on his show. And basically, I remember he was having an argument with one of these girls, and one of the girls said, well, it's okay for guys to sleep around with multiple females, but when the females do it, it's a problem. And he explained to them why it's different when it comes to guys. You know what I'm saying? Girls are more attracted to dudes who sleep around with multiple girls. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they're attracted to that dude is because there are other girls also attracted to him. So the way the girl's looking at it is, well, what is so special about him that's making him attract all these females? So it makes the girl that's also attracted to him, it makes her become, you know, curious. Like, wow, I want to see what it is about this guy that makes him so attractive. You get what I'm saying? And girls actually like that. They like dudes that sleep around with multiple girls. You get what I'm saying? But when a girl does it, she's only hurting herself when she does that. You get what I'm saying? Because that's making her less of an option for most dudes. You get what I'm saying? The only dudes that a girl like that is going to attract is F-boys. You know what I'm saying? Boys that just want to sleep around. That's the only type of dudes she's going to attract. She's not going to attract a high value man who has his stuff together, who's out here getting to the bag, who's on his purpose and just taking care of, you know, responsibilities. And you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not going to attract a dude like that, bro. Because a dude like that is not going to waste his time on a thought. You know what I'm saying? He's just going to see you like every other female. Like, there's not going to be anything special or different about you that separates you from all these other hoes out here. Because you're just like them. You're a hoe yourself. You get what I'm saying? So why should that high value man take you serious when you're a hoe? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just common sense. But, you know, you really have females out here that just think that no matter if they're in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, you know what I'm saying? They're really on this, like, oh, there's still hope. There's still hope. Alright. keep having that mentality. You're gonna be home all alone with your cats. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you're gonna have at the end of the day. You're gonna have your cats.
The backlash, you still have so many people attacking you just because you can have the freedom to do what you want. It doesn't mean you don't get the repercussions of it. And I think that's still there. So I don't think we're really sexually liberated because we still have that judgment on it.
Yeah, so repercussions are just like a natural law of nature. It's not
Yeah,
like,
they're
it's not like people
consequences to
say
your actions.
It's not judgment, isn't it? It's about
Yeah.
people judging. Obviously, it's not a great situation. That's pretty messed up. But, well, in my opinion, sorry, lost my train of thought.
It's all right.
I think the difference between this and then a woman just being sexually liberated and shagging who she wants is that you're lying to someone here,
Yeah.
and it's not okay to do that to someone, and I think that's what is so shocking. Like, if she was just like, oh yeah, my boyfriend lets me go sleep with my ex in the gas station, he's really kind about that, like, and then he'll eat me out because he's into it, then I'm like, yeah, go girl, like, you found someone who accepts what you're into, like, so I agree with that, but also, like, you don't do that to people. That's
If a dude like that is okay with his girl sleeping around with other dudes, first of all, there's something mentally wrong with that dude. Not only that, but also that dude is weird. He has to be weird. And not only that, but he's a simp. He's a beta simp. As much as I hate saying the word beta, but that's basically what he is. He's a beta simp. You know what I'm saying? He has no ounce of masculinity in his body at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just nothing but straight femininity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's probably one of those dudes that if a bunch of guys was to break into the house and he's with his girl upstairs, he'll let his girl take charge. He'd be too scared to do anything. Like a coward. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really be those type of dudes that be on that type of time. Like, it's crazy. But that couldn't be me. That couldn't be me.
awful. And then you brag about it, like, what?
But then, isn't that what sexual liberation is? Isn't it about being able to have sex and be free and tell people, look, I'm allowed to have sex. I can do what I want as a woman. I can have sex with who I want, the way I want.
If it's open and honest, and if both people are in on it, but in like that situation, it seemed like the guy wasn't in on it. So in that case, that
Yeah.
Don't you think sexual liberation hurts women though in the end?
in what sense?
Which means
So like women that sleep with more people have higher rates of depression. They're more likely to be on antidepressant drugs, and the more people they sleep with, the less likely they are to have a happy marriage.
So I think that comes. Sorry.
And so basically like the more women are sleeping around, it's like a smaller percentage of men get to have sex with all the girls. And so it's like you're basically a side chick. No, because you get a lot of data.
You
from
laughing,
dating
but it's
apps.
true.
So you
Like,
can really see who people are sleeping with.
I would say that boom in kind of like sexuality, especially in like women, is more kind of like a time.
yo,
thing.
why is it that every time when I watch these videos, it's always these type of girls that have these nose piercings? Like, I'm sorry, but that nose piercing stuff, that stuff is not cute to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't find that attractive at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm talking to a female and she got nose piercings or she got like OD piercings on her face or whatever, I'm staying away from her because there's a lot about her we don't know about. And I'ma just assume that she's a hoe because most hoes have piercings. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's a hoe, but like, bruh, like, you look like one, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It look like you got colored hair, you know what I'm saying? You got a nose piercing, you got tattoos all over your body, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot about you we don't know about.
And we haven't really been able to be that open with our sexuality and that free with our sexuality, especially.
She got a big
as soon as, like,
tattoo
30
on her
years,
neck and all.
There were still so many restrictions on
golly.
that, so many expectations, and we're only now breaking past that expectations where it has to go so much further the other way before it can be brought back a little bit.
So
And I think it's people chasing that because they think that's what's going to bring them that fulfillment, but just because they don't know, they haven't explored that, they haven't had the opportunity to explore that before.
So how much time do you think needs to pass? Because birth control was developed in the 70s. In the US, at least, that's when Roe versus Wade was passed, which I know is overturned now. But
She be doing
that's
her
still a lot of
research.
time. Like,
I
that's
like
longer than
that. She
I've
be
been
doing her
alive.
research.
Yeah.
Like, so my whole life, like, we've been liberated, you know?
I think when it's not like a systematic thing, so like back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
the further back you go, the more sort of worse it is, so that women have never been sort of integrated into society in a way of like, I don't know, I lost my track of thought. Sorry.
You mean in the sense of
What is good with y'all? Why, like, y'all don't know how to have a simple conversation? Why do y'all keep losing y'all train of thoughts? Are y'all on drugs? Are you high? Like, the first girl, she lost her train of thought. Now you lost your train of thought too? Like, what's going on here? Are y'all all on the same drug? Bruh. That's what I'm saying, man. Stay away from females like this. It's a lot about them we don't know about.
if they weren't able to vote?
Yeah. So I think what I'm trying to say is, before it was so bad, now it's like okay, and we need to get it to like perfect.
And I think even if there's like kind of legal restrictions that have been removed, there's still a lot of conservative spaces where sexuality isn't really free, and it still affects this generation, like our parents' generation, who, like, for example, my parents are Catholic or come from Catholic backgrounds, and there's a very conservative mindset there where sex wasn't talked about. I wasn't even talked to about my period when I was a kid. So even though, like, legally and kind of in the like social world, yes, that's still, we're past that. I think it still like affects us generationally, even like our generation, where we're still getting that flack from being sexually open, and we still
Hey,
don't
your
really know how
parents
to
are
navigate
Catholic?
that space.
So how did
Wouldn't
you
say that
turn
the
out
internet,
like
though, is
this?
the great
Then?
equalizer, because any information you really want is available. So, like, I've had a smartphone since I was in 8th grade. So if I really, I was a pretty innocent kid, to be honest, and it didn't, like, I was fine with that.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, if I wanted to Google something, it's pretty easy. It's right there.
I was completely, but I think it's social media is kind of like a detached way of looking at things. I think when you learn certain patterns from your parents, certain mindsets, when you learn not to talk about certain things, like I was sexual quite early on just because of my family dynamic, but I received a lot of shame for it.
Wow. But yeah, man. All I really gotta say about this video, right, is that, bruh, like, the thing with sexual liberation though is that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not cool with it. I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I do agree with, you know, the white woman, you know, when she said that it does hurt females in the end. Like, in the long term, it's gonna destroy your life. You know what I'm saying? You keep sleeping around with all these dudes, and like, alright, you could keep doing all that, but you're just increasing your chances of just having a much more messed up life. You know what I'm saying? You're not helping yourself in the long term. That's why I always respect a female that holds on to her virginity. Like, she just doesn't like sleep around. Like, she really cares about who she sleeps with. She just doesn't sleep with every dude out here. Like, she's not a hoe. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, like, she really cares about her purity. I love and respect a female like that, bro. Because we live in a society now where it's just a bunch of girls out here that be on TikTok, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know this, but I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all do. But Instagram is like another version of porn. That's what it really is, you know what I'm saying? TikTok, not so much, you get what I'm saying? Because TikTok got a lot of restrictions now. There's a lot of things you can't do on TikTok. But you still got people doing things that they really shouldn't be posting on TikTok. So it's like, you know. Yeah, that's the end of this video, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna be coming out with more reaction videos. You already know the vibes. You feel me? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? And I'll see y'all on the next video.